So I've decided to build this rig and do a bunch of A and B grow testing. If you've got an idea for a test, leave it down below and subscribe to the channel if you want to see about one of these a month videos coming out. To start out, I just took two 5-gallon pails that had lids, and I've got a bunch of net cups. I think these are the 3-inch net cups. Plopped them down up on top of the lid and marked them with a marker. Then took a utility knife because I didn't have a cup saw that was the right size, and started cutting these things out. Because I marked the outline of the outside of the cup, I had to kind of go a little bit inside there when I was cutting. And if you do end up making a rig like this for yourself and you do cut them too small, it's no big deal. You can just always carve them out after. It's pretty easy after the fact to cut them to whatever size you need. Then once I got the net cups in, I'm going to need somewhere to supply the irrigation. Now I've decided to go with PEX just because it's a little bit more rigid, so I'm going to make a hole for PEX pipe. That's going to get changed up to the irrigation that you've seen there in the beginning. If you have quite a bit of a kink in your PEX pipe, you can just straighten them out by kind of bending them the opposite way. They do kind of hold their shape pretty decently. On the end of the PEX pipe, I'm going to be pushing them onto the fitting that was supplied with the pump, so that's kind of good. Once I've got that all connected up, that's going to go inside the pail. I'm going to need a place to put the electric wires, so I'm just going to cut that out with the same PEX tubing snipper that I've got and finish it off by snipping with the utility knife. Now I've got my pail together at this point, and I need to connect the Rainbird 1/2-inch tubing to that. So I found what actually works out really well is 1/2-inch SharkBites are completely watertight, and they'll connect to both the PEX and the Rainbird tubing, so that's kind of awesome. So that's what I'm using here. I'll put a cap on the top of it just so I'm not having a water geyser go off in the house, and life is good. For the irrigation, I really have started becoming a big fan of the Rainbird supplies because they're very consistent with what the drippers actually say. So this is going to be 1/2 gallon per hour drippers that I'm going to use, and 1/4-inch line, and I'll put that together. To hold these 1/4-inch lines in place, this kit that I bought, I found it was cheaper than buying all the other pieces separately. Came with some of these spikes or stakes or whatever you want to call these things to hold the lines in place, so that's pretty awesome. I'm going to use those as well. Once I've got the lines all together, so literally nothing more than taking this thing, filling it with water, and giving it a test. Now this thing did freak me out a little bit at the start because it took a little while to get the air out because there's only 3 drip lines on it, but both setups ended up testing just fine, and you can see them working here. So today I'm starting the first experiment for these guys. The first A and B test grow video should come out sometime in the middle of December, right before Christmas. So if you're looking forward to seeing the results of that, I know I am. That being said, I'm not going to rush the test. So if they're kind of inconclusive and they do take some more time, I'd rather provide you guys with a good result than rush them out. If you want to see the results to any of these tests, or if you're looking at getting better at growing like I am for myself, the results will be posted back on this channel. Feel free to subscribe and join me through learning more about hydroponics.